Now to the US, where Russia hysteria has hit a new low after a liberal comedian was issued with a subpoena to testify before Congress. Randy Credico is a comedian and vocal critic of US foreign policy. He also spent years in Texas trying to draw national attention to racially charged drug arrests there. And recently, he interviewed WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange on his radio program. To remind you, Assange was accused of links to Russia after WikiLeaks published Democratic Party emails ahead of the US presidential election. And this is what the interview resulted in: a letter from the US House Intelligence Committee asking the comedian to participate in what it called a voluntary transcribed interview at the committee's offices. He decided not to go, but was issued with a subpoena. RT's Maupin spoke to one of the more unlikely victims of the Russia hysteria.
Well, you don't have to be a Washington, D.C. bigwig to get called before the House Intelligence Committee in relation to their Russia investigation. Recently, comedian and social justice activist Randy Credico received a letter inviting him to participate in a voluntary transcribed interview. The reason given is Credico's alleged friendship with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Credico refused, so now he'll have to appear before the committee, or else he'll then have to go to jail. So we decided to talk to Credico and get his side of the story.
They're going after me. Why? Because of my connection to Julian Assange. I have been, interviewing him for the last year and a half. I've had him on my show. I've been in the embassy, and this is just another way of keeping this phony Russiagate inquiry alive. They could cite you for contempt for not testifying, and I would still rely on the First Amendment protection, and then I would challenge it. They can put me in a jail cell, but I certainly am not going to comply with this witch hunt, with this modern-day McCarthyism, because that's all it is.
They don't want the people to see what we have done in Libya, what we have done in Syria, what we have done in Palestine.
All that stuff they want to keep suppressed from the public. I want to know about it. Why can't I know about it? And Assange is probably the most gifted person as a journalist to get that stuff out.
They want to quiet Assange, and any kind of connection with him could get you with them, And they're going to bring more people in and try to keep this thing going.
But interrogating everyone who knows Julian Assange may not be as easy as it sounds. Among those who know him are not just lawyers and activists, but also quite a few celebrities.
Right now, we're in a situation in which we have literal civil rights activists, opponents to the horrific drug war, being subpoenaed and interrogated by Congress because they happen to know a transparency advocate, a world hero, somebody who's really brought the light of truth to so many of the horrible things that governments have been doing. The idea that a civil rights activist is being brought up under basically congressional interrogation because he's associated with a hero is absurd. It really shows how far we've slipped away from the actual normal, true meaning of justice. This kind of behavior is un-American in the extreme. It is the opposition of freedom. It is everything that we don't want to see in our leaders.